You should maybe be aware of words that you should avoid saying, words that maybe make you sound a certain way without you even realizing it, because you're so used to saying them. So to you, they don't mean anything, they're just a habit. But these words actually define how people view you, because your voice says a lot about you. It is part of your personality. So everything you say out of your mouth does represent a part of you. That's how they dictate your personality. And so there are certain things that you say that make you appear confident, or other things that could make you sound as if you don't know what you're talking about, or just all of these characteristics. But sometimes these words are used just out of reflex, out of habit, because you're maybe nervous, you're stressed, you don't know what else to say, you are stuck, you don't remember what you were meant to say after that. It happens, you know. Sometimes you can't really do anything about it. But the words I'm going to present to you right now, I think you should be careful when you decide to use them. So, do you ever catch yourself say the words like, I don't know? All these little words that kind of prolong your chat with someone or your conversation with someone because you don't know what else to say, or you're just stuck, or basically nervous or stressed. All these little kind of emotions are making you say these words as a way to seek for help. And so, for example, if there's this conversation with this other individual where you're maybe talking about, oh, the other day I tried this new fruit that I never knew I liked, but like I'm not too sure. Like, it's good, but I'm not too sure. But yeah, it was amazing. Was it really amazing? Did you really like it? Uh, um, yeah, yeah, yes, I did. Yes, I did. So yeah, I don't know. I just kind of forgot. You see what I just did there? I was, it was just a little example. I know that most people don't have a conversation like that, but I was just trying to put together all these words to give you a little idea, or a little glimpse of how you might maybe use them. And so these words are kind of used to replace the silence that you don't want to happen. You're scared of silence. So you use the words like, I don't know, just to make sure that there's no gap in between what you're saying. But just to let you know, it's okay. There is nothing wrong with taking a little break just to think a bit of what you wanted to say, or to process what the other person was saying. Because at the end of the day, these words are just kind of slowing down the conversation and making you sound a certain way that you might not want to, but that you are without even realizing. And the more you say them, the more it's becoming a habit that is going to be hard to get rid of. And honestly, all I can really say is that I understand how scary a little pause, a little glimpse of silence might sound, but it's totally normal. You might feel like that little pause might be taking forever, that you should not pause at all or take a little break to process everything, just because it might make everything awkward. It might embarrass you, or the person might be questioning why you're taking so long, or you're just basically thinking of how the other person will feel, or how they will, or what they will think of you. But at the end of the day, it is not necessary to feel all of these emotions just to take a little break. It's literally going to take 1 second, but your head is telling you that it's taking longer, because that's the illusion it's giving you. But to be completely honest with you, the other person you're talking to is not even going to realize. So these little words are not only used during everyday conversations, they're also used during presentations. Maybe that you forgot a little element, so you have to take a little pause to process and remember. And since you're kind of scared to pause, you instead say, like, yeah, this, or Eating food is really important because that's how we live. So you basically use the word to fill that little gap of silence that might have happened if you didn't use the word. But it's okay, and it's also going to help your audience or the individual you're talking to actually process what you're saying. They are not going to be judging you as much as you think they will. Honestly, they won't even realize, because in your head you think that it's the pause is going to be for such a long time. But trust me, it's not even gonna feel as if you paused. But basically, they're just not going to realize. It's really not going to be that noticeable. And, it's easier said than done. Obviously, I know that this habit is really hard to get rid of, because once you start having it and using these words consistently, it's really hard to just get rid of them completely. It might even take a year to stop completely. But you know what you can do to stop rushing and using these words? Best thing to do is to expand your vocabulary. I know that most people maybe don't like reading books, but trust me, books are really gonna help with that, and it's probably gonna help you much easily than, going on a dictionary or just online trying to find these new amazing words. Reading a book is really just going to naturally expand your vocabulary, and when you're gonna read the book, you're going to find words that, oh, you maybe never knew existed ever, or you just never knew the meaning. So you can take note of them and search them up so that you can maybe potentially use them in your everyday vocabulary. Because usually using the words like, and etc. are used because you're out of ideas. You don't know what to say next. You don't know because you don't have anything else to say. And that could be because of a lack of knowledge, or just simply vocabulary. Try your best to expand it and to not always use the same words every single time. It's okay. And it's better to learn new things, because why wouldn't you want to learn new things? So basically, expand your vocabulary. You're going to be surprised of how effective this is going to be. And also, I think that a solution to overcome this hardship would be to maybe start talking to yourself, speak with someone else that you trust, or maybe record yourself and go back, replay it, and understand how you talk and how you can maybe replace the words you've used to not say the same things every single time, and not say like I don't know all the time. How you can improve yourself is basically by catching yourself in the moment. And I think that the best way personally would be to record yourself and go back to replay to see exactly how you talk, and to be able to see exactly where you can improve. That way you can simply correct yourself every single time. It's obviously going to take time, but it's going to be all worth it, as long as you're willing to change for the better and make sure that you learn new habits that are going to benefit you in the future. So, I know that these words are mostly used in your day-to-day life because you feel nervous, you're stressed, you don't know what to say, all of these elements, and without realizing it, as I previously said, it makes you sound a way that you might not want to. There's no reason to be scared to take a break, to take a little pause when you're talking. No one is really going to notice, and even if they notice, they're not going to think much about it. You're only overthinking it. So make sure to improve yourself when it comes to communication, and to expand your knowledge in vocabulary, and just to not be scared to use new words, because that's how you learn. And if you don't get out of your comfort zone, you will never be able to achieve what you want. So subscribe and join the community, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.